Hello, I'm filming a video today of the new 500mm F4U from Volantex. I'm going to be flying it in manual mode on 2S and 3S back to back, and a little bit of wind today. I have about 5 to 7 mile per hour wind. But the point of this video is to show how it flies in manual mode and hopefully do a little bit of stunts, inverted flying a little bit to show how it flies, and just overall characteristics of it. It's about 5 to 7 mile per hour wind right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the phone mounted to my head and go ahead and start flying and with the 2S battery first right now. Let's see. I have it set, so I adjusted my aileron so I have more throw on it. It's the only thing different from my previous flight. A 6-minute timer. Oh, and I give it a sec for the gyro to stabilize. I hold it in the upright position. I think it's good though. So I'm gonna go to 70% throttle, launch in mid mode, and fly like this with my right hand real quick. So there's 70% throttle, and I'm gonna launch in mid mode. Well, that's why you launch in mid mode. Whew. My goodness. If that was beginner mode, that would have been a crash plane right now. So just trying to see where it wants to settle in terms of trim right now. This is already in manual flight. I got it trimmed better now. It's a little windy, so I'm having to adjust trim more than usual. Flying at about 60% power. Coming in for a pass now. Again, in manual mode, so it's pretty stable. Not really using the rudder yet. Powering down to about 40% throttle. Handling a little bit of wind with relative ease, considering what you're flying, with the ability to go up to 3S. That's the vertical with a 2S. It's not unlimited vertical with 2S. I tested time and time again. I will be testing with a 2-bladed propeller that Volantex released themselves for the Trainstar model very soon, and maybe I might have more upwards thrust, because that's the case with the 400mm. But that's the 2S. Let's go in for some inverted. I think I got it a little bit stable now. Quite an entrance to an inverted pass when you're not fully confident in your trim. But it works. Trying to do some figure eights in inverted. Oh, it's working. So, all manual. Can't do that in gyro mode at all. It can tumble pretty good with no landing gear. Oop. Gain some speed. Get a little bit of stress-free flying in here today. You can see it can pull out of itself vertically and inverted on 2S, but just barely has enough power to do that. This is on 2S. I'm going to be testing with 3S right after this. Probably going to need a lot more up trim because the 3S battery is like 5 to 10 grams heavier. And again, this is like it's breezing a little bit right now, like 7 to 10 mile per hour peak gusts. Low throttle pass. Low-ish throttle pass. Gonna show it flying a little slower now. You can see if you're paying really close attention when you're flying this, it's gonna be so hard to catch up on camera, but you can fly it in an almost stall flight, like if you're gonna land it, and completely change the angle attack like if you were landing. It's pretty cool. You could 3-point land this if you were really skilled with the landing gear. The other ones were harder to do that. But you could feel the tail dipping below the nose in manual flight if you really wanted to. Like right there. The tail's below the nose, but I could still keep it flying. And it's a little breezy. It'd be a lot more stable looking with way less wind. This is about the most wind I'd fly in and to have a comfortable flight. Much more than this, it's not too comfortable. Gonna come in for a pass again.
Timer 1 elapsed.
Pretty stable. I got it trimmed again. So we're gonna come in for a landing. And gonna go ahead and swap to the 3S battery right now. Let it cool down for a little bit. You have very little control in beginner mode. It seemed like the battery was dying at the right end there. You have very little throws on the beginner mode, so you want to have a lot of speed or fly in mid mode. Alrighty, I got the 3S battery in right now. Gonna go ahead and see, it's got way more power. Damn it. Watch your eyes with this one. Anyways, gonna take off in beginner mode and just or mid mode, sorry. Anyways, let's go. Way more power in mid mode. This is now manual mode. Gonna be testing out, like I said, all the flight characteristics of this. Gonna need this to get to a stable flight pattern. Get it trimmed out. This is like 50-60% power and it's just cruising faster. It's cruising so much faster.
Minimum trim reached.
Let's see. I don't have my elevator adjusted for 3S flight.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
And I lost it.
Telemetry lost.
So here's what it looks like after the crash. You can see I still found it and Surprisingly, it pretty much looks like this wing took most of the impact and snapped it across there. Appeared to not break the carbon fiber. We'll see how the servo condition is once I power it up. But I'm happy to have this plane back in hand when I thought it was a goner for sure. And this is 100% repairable. Tail and rudder are in one piece. Sweet. Happy.